Yo, what is going down, everybody? It's Unbeatable Jacob coming back with another quick video just to kind of fill you guys in on some cards that I think are worth picking up right now. I know a lot of people are always asking, I got this much MT, I'm looking for a small forward, I'm looking for a power forward, which cards do I buy? And honestly, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick rundown of 10 or so cards I'm seeing right now that are good value that, might be 100k, might be 5k, but either way, if you buy them, it's gonna be pretty good value. And to start off is gonna be the Dentist Terry Dischlinger. So we're gonna go with the more expensive type of cards first, but everybody on this list is gonna be a buyout. And the first one is Terry Dischlinger. Now, he is a buyout as far as I know, maybe not quite anymore. He definitely was. So he's a buyout. Yeah, you can get one for 100k. And he's worth every penny of that because there are not many cars in the game overall better than this Terry Dischlinger. Honestly, if you really want to stretch it and you want to find the right one that's got, 15 hot badges, maybe a couple good ones added, you could make the argument that this Terry's still the best card in the game. Now, do I believe it? No. But if you add the right stuff, you really can't say otherwise because he's got quick dribble style. He's got good all-around stats, jump shots on quick. He's very, very good. I'm not going to gas it and say he's the best card in the game by any means. I think Red Julius and Kazi are better for me. But for 100k, you're getting a top-tier card in the game that's a top-tier card in the game. Simple as that. You can run your whole offense through him. So I think he's really good value right now. Another card that's kind of in the same wheelhouse is that card we just went over, Terry Dischlinger, is going to be this signed Kobe Bryant. Now, I'm pretty sure, last night when I checked, there was some up for 100k. And I'm pretty sure if you want to just bid on one, you can get one for 100k. But it's going to come down to the right timing, right? And if you really want, you can always go ahead and buy the unsigned one as well. This one you definitely should be able to get for a buyout. I guess you could last night. If you wait, you can. But at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant's still a super valid option in the game. There really isn't much to say about that. For 100k, you're getting a Terry type of card. It's kind of preference, but Kobe's still so good. And now these two are pretty obvious, so I'm going to keep this really brief. And it's AK-47 and Christos Porzingis. You're not going to find a better center in the game for 65k or 60k or whatever he's going for, and you're really not going to find a better small forward, power forward in the game for 45k or whatever AK is going for. I'm not going to go over this too much because, let's be real, everybody who's been playing this game sees these cards all the time in other people's lineups. They're super popular, and they're popular for a reason, because you're not going to find cards as good as AK and Porzingis at their position for what you're going to pay for them. And now another card I want to talk about that's actually pretty new is this Lamar Autumn, because he's going for so cheap for what you get out of him. You're talking less than 18k, and those are the ones ending right now. If you really hawk it, I'm sure you could probably find one for like 10k. And this card's got 10 hot badges, a lot of pretty good ones too. He's got hyperdrive, chase down, quick chain, he's got quick first. So he's really the real deal. If you just started the game, say you got the game at Christmas and you're looking for a good option for 20k less, look no further, because this Lamar Autumn's just going to be able to be a solid player for you overall. He's going to play decent enough defense. He's got a nice enough jump shot. He can move decent enough. Now, is he as good as somebody like Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant type of card? No, probably not, but he can go toe-to-toe with them. That's the thing. A good player with Lamar Autumn is going to have more success than a medium type of player with a Kevin Durant type of card. So definitely look to pick up Lamar Autumn if that's in your budget. And another card that's also pretty new and actually kind of slept on is this Josh Smith, because he's like 5k, and I think that he can play with anybody. If you didn't get Mo Lucas and you're looking for Mo Lucas, just get this dude, because he's going to get crazy defensive animations too. A lot of people are familiar with his release if they used Amethyst earlier in the year. So, for what you're paying, 5k or less for a card, you really can't go wrong to begin with. But for 5k or less, you can get an absolute demon in this Josh Smith card. So definitely take a look at him if you have not already, if you're on a budget. Another card from the same set is this Bob Serra. Now, I'm not going to gas it and say anything too great about Bob Serra. I tried him. I didn't love him. But for 5k, again, you can't really go wrong. I think that another really good option if you're looking at a 5k point guard for Bob Serra is to get the Larry Hughes card, because it's free, but it takes not that much time at all. But either way, Bob Serra is a really decent enough option for 5K, and you can put him on the floor in most situations and not really worry too much about it. And then there's a few other cards we can talk about as well that maybe I'm not as high on. I don't think they're the best option even for their price, but you can take a look at them. And that's going to be dudes like this Sergio Bacca right here. He came out a few weeks ago, and he's still really cheap, less than 10K for the signed one. And he's going to be able to get put on the floor. You can run him. You could get somebody like Joe Johnson too. Joe Johnson's definitely a decent enough player for the value. Looks like the signed one here is going for less than 50K in some situations. So for 50K, for what you get out of this Joe Johnson card, another dude like Terry and Kobe, where you can kind of run your offense through him, but I just think Terry and Kobe are a touch better and probably worth the extra 40 to 50K you're going to spend on those cards for a Kobe or Terry. But Joe Johnson's still really good for what you're going to get out of him. And that's really it. That's all I really see right now on the auction house for cards that seem really, really undervalued. You know, another couple things I would take a look at is maybe trying to get these sets taken care of, because these three right here in particular can get done for like pretty cheap. So I'm sitting on these sets right now. You know, might not be the worst idea if you're thinking about possibly locking in for these collections to just get them now, because they're all pretty cheap in price. And then some of them randomly go up in price. So if you're going to buy them, kind of take your time. I was looking at Hall Greer this morning, and is there even any up? Yeah, there is, but there's like 4 up, right? So just kind of wait on him type of thing. But that's just something I want to throw in there is, you know, you can get these sets completed for what they're almost done for really cheap. This set's only missing Robert Parrish. I can't imagine a Robert Parrish card being too expensive. So just kind of a side note there to maybe take a look at those 75th collections if you're even considering locking them in. But outside of that, I don't see anything too crazy. You know, Stromae, Swift, OJ Mayo, Wang, all pretty good budget options, but you know, just not really at the level that it takes to get in with these cards that I mentioned today, because most of the cards I mentioned today I could put on the floor and be very confident in. So that's going to be the video, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you guys got any, you know, decent value cards you guys are using right now, put them down in the comments, and appreciate y'all, and I'll be back next time.